though. And the ball's going to be down about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Pioneer offense, again, with the wind at their back, is going to take over. Been rather interesting weather here in Kansas for a while. On Thursday, it was warm, almost 80 degrees. Cold front comes through. Rains all day yesterday, rains all night last night. Now it's very cold. Well, not very cold, but pretty chilly, shall we say. And the sun has only been out for a couple hours, so you got to imagine there's still probably a lot of water on that field. Hopefully this AstroTurf drains well. But yep, pretty windy, pretty chilly. Feels like football out there. All right, ball placed 24, and here comes the offense. The first thing I noticed, Blake Atkins coming in under center. So Adrian Parsons had gotten most of the starts this year. Not starting today. Atkins, if there's an injury, I'm sure someone will let me know. They're going to fake the handoff. Atkins drops back. Blitz comes, rolls to his left. Gets it to Cherry out of the backfield. Cherry makes man miss. And now is up towards the first down marker and taken down. But the Pioneers are going to move the chains on their first play of the game. Atkins able to avoid the pressure, roll to his left, and hits the running back coming out of the backfield. Now they're going no huddle. Atkins sends a man in motion, goes completely around the formation. Now they're going to hand off right at the middle again. And Missouri Valley is there. Minimal gain on this first down carry. So Cherry again with the carry. Empty backfield now for the Pioneers. Still hurrying up the pace. Atkins looking right, throws right, and threw out of the reach of his receiver. So an incomplete pass. He tried to gun it in there in between two defenders. Threw it behind his receiver. Couldn't come back and get it. So now 3rd and 8 facing the Pioneers offense. Atkins drops back. Little 3-step drop. Over the middle, has a man who dropped it. 4th down coming up for the Pioneers. So Robert Menifee, the tight end. You know, I'm all the way up here in the booth, but boy, it sure looked like it was right there. He just couldn't reel it in. So after picking up one first down, Pioneers drive stalls. Punt unit is on the field. Again, wind at their back, so a good punt, hopefully, for the special teams. Max protect. Oh, and it's blocked. Boy, Missouri Valley still got there. Takes a bit of a Pioneer bounce. And now this is going to be some great starting field position. Boy, I really thought the Pioneers had that blocked well. But Missouri Valley was there quickly. Didn't get a clean block, not a full block, but definitely got more than a few fingertips on the ball. Knocked it straight up in the air. I mean, I think the net on that might be 10 yards if we're lucky. Probably not. Oh, no, they keep moving backwards. Nope. Where are they putting it? Oh, there you're okay. Yep, I'd say the net on that punt was about 10 yards. So an unfortunate turn of events for the Pioneers. Defense put in a bad position as the Vikings now take over on the 41-yard line deep in Pioneer territory. Seversky, design keeper again, rolls right, still moving. Oh, boy, takes a big old pop. That's one of the dangers of the design quarterback keeper. You leave yourself open to get lit up. And Bryson Ledette obliges Seversky. Lights him up on that play. They're going to give him 5 yards on that first down carry. 2nd and 5 coming up. Seversky now gets it out to one of his wide receivers, trying a little wide receiver screen. This is going nowhere. The Pioneers all over it, now taken down in the backfield. Forward progress, I think they're only going to lose 1 yard on this, although the Pioneers took him down a lot further back than that. Well, no, they did mark him way back. Loss of 4, technically on the play. So here we go, third down, ball on the 36. Be huge if the Pioneers could stop them here. Definitely not in field goal range with this wind. Empty backfield. Seversky sends man out wide. Snap hard to handle. Steps forward. Makes a man miss. Makes two man miss. Throws. Has a guy. And down. This is going to come down to the placement. And I believe they're going to move the chains. Indeed. Able to come up with 11 yards on that play. Seversky able to keep the play alive as the pocket collapsed around him. And with that, a first down for Missouri Valley. Well, the Pioneers got what they wanted. They were able to get the pressure on the quarterback, but he was able to slide out of the pocket to his right and hits a man while rolling. Fresh set of downs for the Vikings. Looks like they're going to run this one. Nope, play action pass. Going for the end zone, has a man, and that is intercepted by the Pioneers. Ball looked really underthrown. Pioneers were able to get underneath of it, and Anthony Sow comes up with the pick in the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback. And even after great starting field position, the Viking drive wiped away. Now ball back to the Pioneers. You know, we're getting so conditioned by the NFL, as soon as we intercepted the ball, I just start looking for a flag and a pass interference penalty. Like, that's kind of where we are these days. Thankfully, not the case. So there's the first turnover of the ball game. Pioneers with an interception. Again, Atkins back under center. And here's run off to the left. Some positive yards. Let's see how much are they going to give Cherry? Oh, they're going to give him 9 on that carry. Well done. Keep trying to check. Looks like we're not up on the YouTube channel like we usually are, so sorry about that, everyone. I'm just going to keep looking, though. Keep checking. Now here's a run right up the middle. Not much doing there. And this is going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Cherry with no gain. Pioneers really tried to throw off the line, had a lot of players going in different directions, but this is ultimately just a handoff up the middle and nothing doing. 3 wide receivers to the right. They're going to hand off. Cherry to the left, lowers his shoulder. He's got the first down, moves the pile, takes 3 defenders with him and has enough for the first. Ball up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards was all we needed. Well, 1 yard was all we needed. 5 is what we got. Atkins now has 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Running back stays in the backfield with him. Man goes in motion, working to the top of your screen. Atkins over the middle, has a man, has Tanis. And Tanis with the completed pass near midfield. First down, Pioneers. So Caleb Tanis can catch passes that aren't just touchdowns. I know that's surprising to everyone. Tanis also trying to work his way back from injury. Missed quite a few games in the middle of the season. Pioneers, fresh set of downs. Atkins dropping back. Over the middle, has a man, sliding catch, and no, incomplete, not able to collect. I believe this was St. Louis. Indeed it was. St. Louis had it, went into a slide to try and corral it. Couldn't come up with it. So ball still at midfield. 2nd and 10 coming up. Atkins still working from the gun. Brings his running back up next to him. And they're going to hand it to him. Turns the corner. Able to get through the line. Over across the middle. Boy, I can't talk today. Dancing around midfield. Great run. I believe this is Finley. Indeed it is. Cameron Finley. Great carry. Instead of trying to get all the way to the edge, he just turns it upfield in between the guard and the tackle. Makes some people miss. And that's the biggest play of the game for the Pioneers. Now the Pioneers, if you look, bottom of your screen. 4 on the left. Atkins looking. Now he throws it to Finley. Finley underneath. Just up the sideline and is pushed out of bounds. Again, positive yardage for the Pioneers. Best drive of their day so far. Still early going into the game. But getting deeper into Viking territory. Ball's going to be placed at the 22-yard line. Second and 4. Finley remains in the game. They're going to hand it to him. Nope, play action pass. Over the middle, going for the end zone, but Atkins and Tanis not on the same page, but here comes a flag. Do believe the defender is going to get called for pass interference. That's a tough luck call right there for Keshawn Reynolds. As one could argue that pass was uncatchable. Very high. There was no way Atkins and Tanis were going to connect on that. But the official throws the flag. Let's see what the call is. There we go. It was pass interference. So that's a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Pioneers. Pioneers now right on the doorstep of the goal line. And still going with this hurry-up offense. No huddle. Atkins working quickly. Now he's got 4 receivers to his right. Looking, goes in the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown, Pioneers. That is Atkins to St. Louis for the first touchdown of the afternoon. And this puts the Pioneers on top, 6-0. St. Louis just coming across on a slant, and Atkins able to connect. So that 15-yard pass interference penalty, costly. As the Pioneers are able to capitalize their very next play, they come up with the touchdown pass, Atkins to St. Louis. Extra point, good snap, good placement, the kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 6:52 remaining in the first quarter, the Pioneers strike first as they are now on the board, leading 7-0 over the visiting Vikings of Missouri Valley. So technically 7 yards on that touchdown pass. Atkins so far, again, we're early in the game, but I'll give you, fun little stats right now. 4 for 7 right now for 41 yards and a touchdown, as long as pass being for 15. Spreading the ball around is St. Louis. Cherry, Tanis, Finley all have catches. Then on the ground, Finley and Cherry, they chewed up a lot of yards on that last drive. A little choreographed dancing going on by the Pioneer special teams as they're lined up, ready to kick the ball away. Again, wind at their back on this kick. So, I don't know, I felt like kind of maybe mishit the opening kickoff. I thought we could get that a little deeper into Viking territory. Let's see what happens this time. No, about the same. Ball fielded at the 8. Here comes Missouri Valley. Good blocks, taken down by the Pioneers. Not a bad return. Ball's going to be placed around the 32-yard line. That is where the Vikings offense will take over. Again, their last drive stalling out after an interception in the end zone. Pioneers defense got to feel good about that. Keep in mind, next weekend, last game of the season, the Pioneers are back here at home at the Olathe District Activity Center. Coming into town, the number 6, at least ranked right now, number 6, Benedictine. Benedictine Ravens coming into town next week. Oh, wait, not Ravens. No, are they the Crusaders? I don't know, whoever Benedictine is. I'll look later. But they will be the final opponents as the Pioneers are hoping today and next week to keep their home undefeated streak alive. Now, in this series against Missouri Valley, MNU is enjoying a 3-game winning streak. They played last year on November 6th, and the Pioneers at Missouri Valley were able to come away with a 42-35 win. So that would have been a fun game. Ooh, Pioneers were looking to get a jump. No flag thrown, and now here's a pass just thrown behind the receiver, though. Falls incomplete. Can bring up second down. No, I'm sorry, third down. 3rd and 9. I understand we were in the first quarter, but Missouri Valley, no urgency. They move at a very slow pace. Now they're shifting people all around, trying to catch the Pioneers. Trying to catch them, I don't know, just not ready. But the Pioneers look ready. And again, there's not much speed, even after all the shifting. Here's a throw, middle of the field, has a man. And now taken down immediately, but this will be enough for the first down by about 4 yards. So Dampier with the reception. Good throw by Seversky. Ball placed at the 45. That will move the chains for the Vikings. Just able to find the soft part in the zone right there. And a lot of times when you see all that shifting being done, they're trying to find if it's man or zone defense. That was definitely zone. And the Vikings able to find the soft spot. Yeah, Seversky hands it off. Running back working left, gets past the line. Up near the first down marker. Good run. Pioneers not able to take the man down. This is Jeremiah Bryant with a great carry as he takes the entire defense with him. Now we thinking there might be a fumble on this play. I really couldn't tell. All the Pioneers are signaling it's their ball. Oh, and the officials agree. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Pioneers. That was far side in a massive body as I couldn't see any of that. But the Pioneers defense all immediately started signaling that it was their ball. The officials, here we go. There we go. The official said the ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by MNU. So there we go. Second turnover of the day. An interception, now a fumble recovery. Pioneers, again, need to look to capitalize on this turnover. Again, didn't mean to be anticlimactic about that. We just couldn't see it from where we were. There were just too many bodies. Now, Atkins throws it to Finley coming out of the backfield. Boy, he gets wrapped up right at the line. I'm going to say no gain on that play. Oh, are they going to give him one? Oh, they're going to give him two. Oh, very kind officials. Very kind. Pioneers now looking to their bench. They have the play. Cherry in the backfield with Atkins. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Man goes in motion, making a two on each side. And this is going to be a little stretch play left. Finley has it, gets past the line, and is hit on the second level. But this is going to be right at the first down marker. And the officials are going to go ahead and move those chains. There we go. There goes the chain gang. Man in motion now going to the top of the screen. Atkins drops back, looking left, goes left, has St. Louis. St. Louis had single coverage. He was able to beat his man to the inside. Another first down pass. Atkins and St. Louis connecting well today. And trying to see where they can spot this ball. Ball now at the 31-yard line. The Pioneers driving down, getting deeper into Viking territory. Atkins has his play from the side. Cherry remains in the backfield. They're going to give to Cherry up the middle. Gets past the first wave, into the second level, and down he goes, past the first down marker. And we're going to move those chains yet again. The Pioneers moving the ball at will right now. On the ground and in the air, they are finding success. Play action pass going for the end zone. Tanis has it. Tanis, touchdown. That play action pass froze the defender just enough. Tanis gets past him. Atkins hits him in the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. Second touchdown scored off turnovers. Turnovers are killer. It's going to be credited as a 19-yard touchdown completion. Atkins to Tanis. Good snap. Good placement. Kick is up. Kick is good. Flag on the play, though. Let's see what this is about. The Pioneer special teams not leaving the field now. It's going to be on Missouri Valley, so that's going to be declined. There we go. Offside on the defense. Penalty declined by the Pioneers. With that, the lead is extended to 14-0 with 3:31 remaining in the first. Pioneers scoring off an interception first and a fumble recovery second. So Missouri Valley, they've still got some time. They don't have to go completely to the air yet, but you got to imagine. Pass and quarterback keeper is going to be their two biggest plays. At least in my most humble opinion. Not that they asked me. Yeah, we know their quarterback can run, so I could see a lot of dropping back. If he can see someone, if he can find someone, great. If not, he's just going to tuck and run. The last thing the Vikings can afford right now is another turnover. Pioneer defense, though, has got to be ready. Can't go to sleep. It's still only first quarter, and it's only a 2-touchdown lead. Those can evaporate quickly. Kick fielded at the 8. Boy, we're consistent. And now taken down a little past the 30-yard line. They're consistent, too. These special teams plays are looking very similar. So ball placed at the 32. And Vikings now looking again to answer a Pioneer touchdown. Still feel that wind coming into the booth. It is not warming up out there. He's chilly. Football weather. Vikings with two receivers on the bottom of your screen. One at the top. Two men remain in the backfield. Low snap. They're going to hand it off to the running back. And one cut inside, and he is erased by the Pioneer defense. Gain of 1. As soon as he cut inside, he was greeted by a defensive lineman. Could not tell what the official said. Official tried to say something. I think he was trying to get something changed on the game clock. Anyway. Seversky now empty backfield, looking left, throws left, has a man over the middle, knocked in the air, and it falls to the turf. Two Pioneers couldn't chase it down as the corner and the safety were both racing for that ball as it got popped into the air. Good defense, though, by the Pioneers to knock that pass away. 3rd and 9 facing Missouri Valley. They've so far been decent on 3rd down. Ooh, Pioneers making a big personnel change. They got to hurry up. Valley getting up to the line. Two receivers on each side of the quarterback. One running back remains in the backfield. Man goes in motion. They're going to overload right side. Watch the Seversky run here. Pressure comes. Nope, he's going to throw it. Has single coverage on the left. Intercepted again. Another pick by the Pioneers. Now working across the field, trying to stay alive. Now wrestled to the ground at the 45-yard line. And that is the second pick of the day by Anthony Sow. There is a flag down on the play. We're going to have to see if this interception stands. I believe the penalty is going to be on the return after the interception, so this should still be Pioneer ball. Flag came in very late in the play. Now, all officials are conferring. All right, here we go.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, return team, number 25, 15-yard penalty for that spot, first down.
Okay, so an illegal block on the return after the interception. So the ball is going to stay with the Pioneers. They're going to lose 15 off of the interception return. And the ball's going to be placed right at the 30-yard line. So the Pioneers are going to start at their own 30, but they've got the ball after yet another interception. Anthony Sow having himself a day. Already with 2 picks, and there's 2:45 left in the first quarter. twice now, Anthony Sal has been in single coverage, and they're trying to beat him along the sideline. Both times, ball's been underthrown, and Sal has been able to come up with it. Atkins now flings it out wide, has St. Louis defense closing. St. Louis able to turn upfield, cuts inside. And boy, I thought he was just going to scamper out of bounds. Instead, he cuts back inside, gets the ball all the way up into Viking territory. Ball placed at the 48-yard line. But a great job by St. Louis. He was behind the line of scrimmage when he caught that pass. Now 3 receivers to the right of the quarterback. They're going to fake the handoff. Looking right, throws right. Oh my, that's a drop. Just a drop right there. Williams, the intended target. Isaiah Williams in it. It couldn't have hit him any better, and he just dropped it. Looked away, was trying to already kind of turn upfield. So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Same formation, though, for the Pioneers. This time, a handoff to Cherry. Cherry cuts inside, gets past the first wave. Into the secondary, has the first down and more. Before Cherry's wrestled down. I'm sorry, no, that was not Cherry. Who was it? That was Caleb Bryant. Caleb Bryant with that carry. So first down, Pioneers. Pioneers have a lot of men. They line up in the backfield. So Bryant stays in. St. Louis is having a good game. He's at the top of the screen. Tanis alone to the bottom. And now they're going to drop the safety over on Tanis. So Tanis works over to the middle. They're able to complete it. And he's going to be wrestled down about the 16-yard line. I know they wanted single coverage on the outside for Tanis. The safety came over and took that away, so Tanis just works it to the inside, able to come up with the catch. And a first down for the Pioneers. That was definitely going to be Bryant to Tanis the entire time. Not Bryant, Atkins to Tanis, jeez. Another play action pass. Now they got Tanis. Oh, just out of reach. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Tanis is going to take a break on this play. Might have gotten a fingertip on it, but that pass is pretty far out of his reach. Caden Brown now lined up bottom of your screen. Still going to have the single coverage. Let's see if they try and go back to that. Single pass to the end zone. No. Atkins looking, throws it. Wow, whoa, what a catch. Touchdown, Pioneers. Oh, Caden Brown. They didn't throw to the corner. He comes across the middle and just out of the reach of the defender. Touchdown for the Pioneers as Brown able to come up with it. Boy, and that thing looked like it was in danger to everyone, but the defender couldn't pull it in. So Blake Atkins now with his 3rd touchdown pass in the first quarter with 1:27 remaining. And stop me if you've heard this before. This comes after what? A turnover. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. Pioneers with 1:27 remaining in the first are now up 21-0. Scoring a touchdown after the first interception, scoring a touchdown after the fumble, and now scoring a touchdown after the 2nd interception. Imagine the biggest smile on the Pioneer sideline right now is Anthony Sowles. All right, the Vikings heading back out to return this kickoff. See if the Pioneers can do anything with it other than send it to the 8-yard line. We'll see if the Vikings can do anything with it other than return it to the 32. Both sides very consistent on their kickoffs. Like we said at the start of the game, if you weren't with us, the wind whipping out there between 13 and 15 miles an hour right at the Pioneers' back. Kicks on the way. Now fielded. Oh, that was fielded at the 12. We were a little shorter this time. Oh, but returned to the 32. Yeah, well, at least the Vikings, they held up their end of the bargain. They were consistent. We weren't. Let's see what the Vikings can come up with now. They're trying to take advantage of some single coverage twice now, and it's led to turnovers. See if they're going to try and keep the ball on the ground and work the ball in the middle of the field. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Seversky has his running back in the backfield with him, 2 receivers on each side. He's going to have a word with the line and his receivers. And now whistle blown. And now Missouri Valley uses a timeout. Seversky definitely did not like what he saw, so he was trying to change the play at the line. I think the coaches decided let's just all be on the same page first, so they used the timeout. First timeout of the half coming off the board from Missouri Valley. Credit to both sides, both MNU and Missouri Valley. Fans have shown up. And again, it's not the warmest day out there, that's for sure. So good job from all the Missouri Valley people across from me here as I'm up in the press box over on the visitor side. They've shown up. And then more Pioneer fans here than I thought there would be. So good job, everybody. That wind is no fun. Pioneers, again, even out of the timeout, trying to make a big personnel change. And here we go. Okay. Pioneers playing a little deep here. Now quarterback keeper, Seversky, he gets about halfway there on his first down carry. Going to bring up about 2nd and 5. That was a keeper the entire way. Took the snap, tucked it, ran. Seversky takes a snap, hands it off, run right up the middle, short of the first down marker, but not by much. This carry, Jeremiah Bryant again. When Bryant has just kind of put his head down and gone straight ahead, he's gotten positive yards. It's when he tries to cut or make some moves. That's where he's getting laid out. He's a good downhill runner. You're going to give it to him again at the line, right at the first down marker. Boy, howdy, I think he's short. Oh, one official has good placement if you're a Pioneer fan. The other official has good placement if you're a Viking fan. Who's going to win? All right, they're going to give him the first. Okay. I think everyone was kind of surprised by that first down mark. From where I'm at up here, and they're directly in front of me, like lined up perfectly, he was short. But the official closer, they gave him the first. It was close either way. And now timeout called. Who's this going to be? Oh, nope, into the first quarter. So there we go, at the end of one. Pioneers on top after a, well, I mean, you can say it was a good defensive first quarter, and it was a good offensive first quarter. 3 takeaways leading to 3 touchdowns, 21-0 at the end of one. So we're going to flip the field. Now Missouri Valley's going to get to enjoy the world with the wind at their back. See if they can do anything with it with their passing game. Seversky's 2 interceptions were on underthrown balls. And again, he was throwing into a pretty stiff breeze. Maybe now he's going to be able to get some more air under it. We'll see if that's what the Vikings so choose to do. So Seversky in that first period, he was 4 for 8, 2 picks, only 25 yards. Said Bryant has had a decent day on the ground, 6 attempts for 28 yards. And then Seversky, he's got 3 attempts for 13. Over for the Pioneers, Blake Atkins is 10 for 15 with 3 touchdowns, 139 yards so far, so he's off to a hot start. Tanis with 3 receptions, St. Louis with 3 receptions. And then Cherry on the ground, 6 carries for 37 yards. So that's our first quarter in a nutshell. Missouri Valley back on the field. Pioneers ready. We're going to start the second quarter of action. See if they try and air it out here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to come firing right out of the gate. Quarterback's going to roll, being pressured, looking downfield, throws towards the sideline, has a man. That's a good completion for about 8-yard gain. Cole with the completion. Seversky pretty good at rolling, throwing on the run. See if they institute more of that into their offensive strategy. So 2nd and 1 officially. Yeah, here's an inside handoff. And that's definitely going to be enough to move the chains and a little bit more on top of it. Gain of miles about 7 yards. We can say 5. Either which way, enough to move the chains. Pioneers still going with their 3 down linemen. Have not gotten much pressure on the quarterback today. It's about the only thing the defense hasn't done right. Everything else is working out well. Now here's another run up the middle. Able to get past the line. Not the secondary. Knocked down about 5 yards, maybe even 6 on the first down carry.
Ryan on the carry for Missouri Valley. Brought down by MNU's Jacob Tech. 2nd and 5.
All right, 5 yards on the play. Missouri Valley looking to their sideline for their play. So Missouri Valley, they have players with signs, and they hold up different number combinations. That tells the offense what they're doing. And so many different teams have different ways of relaying the plays into their quarterback and offense. Always find it funny. Whoa, here's some pressure now being chased, now thrown out of bounds. Good pressure by the Pioneer defense. Finally was able to get a little bit of heat on the quarterback. Pressure provided by David Wright, the defensive end. And Seversky just throws that ball out of bounds. Third down and 5 coming up. Ball on the 38-yard line. I did watch in some warm-ups. The kicker for Missouri Valley, to me, looked like he has pretty good leg. So outside chance if they don't pick up the first down here, they could try for the field goal. Again, with this nice wind at their back, we'll see. They're going empty backfield, so I'd watch for the design keeper. Seversky drops back, throws right, has a man right at the sticks. And he's going to be tackled at the sticks, but this should be enough to move the chains, because he was right there when he caught it.
Seversky's pass complete to John Hoffman. Enough for a Valley first down.
Indeed, he did get enough for the first down. And was waiting for the official to make the official sign. Don't want to jump the gun. Officials always make liars out of me when I try and get ahead of them. It's definitely the longest drive that Missouri Valley has had so far this afternoon. Seversky, it's empty on the right. Everyone's on the left, one running back with them. Let's see what they would do with that. They're going to run left, gets past the line, past the secondary. Now it's a foot race to the end zone. 10, 5, and touchdown. And that was a good run by Jeremiah Bryant. It was just a little counterplay, and he was able to take it all the way in. Once he got past the defensive line, I'm not exactly sure what happened with the Pioneer defense. It's like everyone kind of crashed down a little too hard, and he ran right past them. All right, I don't know what happened there. The official was saying something, and I wasn't listening to him. So extra point try. Good snap, good placement. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
With 12:23 remaining in the second quarter, MNU 21, Missouri Valley College 7.
Little extracurricular conversation by a few players. The official's quick to break that up. With that, it is 21-7 as the Vikings get on the board for the first time today here in the early stages of the second quarter with 12:23 remaining before we get to halftime. So updating Bryant now, he's at 8 attempts for 66 yards, 1 touchdown. So he's definitely been the high point of the offense for the Vikings.
Special thanks to our game day sponsor, Olathe Ford Lincoln, where they specialize in market value pricing.
And they do credit Bryant. He did have the 1 fumble that was lost. So guess you can say everything's evened out now. He's got a touchdown and he has a fumble. This is going to be the Pioneers' first possession now, throwing into the wind. Let's see what that does to Atkins. We did see Seversky was struggling with it in the first quarter. Probably going to take away the deep threat ball for the Pioneers, at least that would be my guess. Really hard to air it out with a lot of strength in this wind. All right, Williams and St. Louis back to field this kick. And they're going to try a little chip shot, Ooh, boy. Did that ball go out of bounds? They were trying a little onside kick. And they're going to say it was recovered by Missouri Valley. Now, a big old scrum on the sideline. It was a big hit by the Pioneers trying to knock that up man away from the ball so it could get out of bounds. But at least the initial decision from the official was that it belongs to Missouri Valley. Now they've got to get any Pioneer players in that scrum out of there. So they're saying it was a legal recovery by the kicking team, so that was an onside kick recovered by Missouri Valley. The Pioneers caught sleeping on special teams as they just kind of kicked it into no man's land where there were no return men for the Pioneers. And Missouri Valley was able to come up with it before it went out of bounds. So, you know, it was wrong on the fake punt, so we had a fake kickoff. There's always a fake anymore. Teams have just got to start being ready for it on each play instead of getting caught like you're not paying attention, because, boy, that looked bad. Anyway, so back on offense are the Vikings, trying to make this 2-score game just a 1-score game. Seversky rolling left, looking deep, has a man, and underthrew him. His receiver was wide open. Seversky, the right-handed thrower, was trying to kind of move to his left. Just couldn't turn his body enough to get a lot of power on that. But his receiver was wide open. So he is going to kick himself for that one, for that underthrown ball. So 2nd and 10. Seversky going to keep it, working up the middle, just kind of lowers his head. Defense was there. They're going to probably give him 2 or 3 on that play as he was kind of able to roll to the right side, come up with a couple extra yards. So they're going to give him 2, 3rd and long coming up. Pioneers really could use a hold right here, get that ball back quickly after falling asleep on the kickoff, losing that onside kick. Seversky dropping back, pressure comes, he rolls, able to get away from one, turns the corner, got a block, has the first down, and now is finally wrestled down. Pioneer should have had him 3 times over, just couldn't get a hand on him. And that's going to keep this drive going for the Vikings. Ball's going to be placed at the 20-yard line. As the Vikings getting their play from the side, Pioneers waiting for him to see how they need to get lined up. And Pioneers still struggling getting any consistent pressure on this quarterback. Now they're going to hand it off. Gets past the line and now knocked out of bounds. Pioneers secondary able to respond. This was Anthony Sal that was able to knock the running back out of bounds. But a good first down carry, going to bring up 2nd down and about 2. Oh my, they gave him a first down on that. Wow, okay. So first and goal from the 10. Boy, he looked really short. They're going to hand it off again, working left. Pioneer defensive line is there, though. And now taken down in the backfield. That was Bryant with the carry. One of the few times the Pioneers have been able to bottom him up, but they got him on that one. So a loss on the play. Now second down. So Hall and Dickerson credited for the tackle. Pioneers again getting new personnel in. The Vikings this time not as quick getting back up to the line. Big stand right here. Under 10 minutes remaining in the half. And after the onside kick, Pioneers looking for a stop. Seversky has it. He's going to roll right. He's got a lot of room, throws it, has a man in the end zone, incomplete. The receiver just not able to pull that in. That was a dangerous play. Seversky had a lot of room in front of him, probably could have tried to take it himself. Instead, throws for the end zone. Incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. A holding penalty on the Pioneer defense. It's going to erase that play, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down, so keeping the drive alive. And that was Bryson Ledette called for the penalty. I'd tell you what he did if I saw it, but it must have been away from the ball. So unfortunate for the Pioneer defense right there. First and goal from the 6-yard line. This is where a mobile quarterback like Seversky can be very dangerous. Seversky gives it to Bryant. Gets away from the first man who had him, but not the next two. And that was a good carry by Bryant. Again, got spun away by the first defender, but the next two able to take him down. Ball's going to remain on the 6. Second and goal for for the Vikings. Another big substitution for the Pioneer defense. And now Seversky, he's going to roll again. It's a foot race to the end zone, and he's got the angle. Touchdown, Missouri Valley. The Pioneers just left a lot of green space to the right of the quarterback, and it was just a foot race to the end zone. The quarterback was able to win that, and that is back-to-back touchdowns for Missouri Valley, as they've come storming back into this game, pinning the extra point. 8:45 remains before the half. And this game is now getting interesting. Next point, good placement. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Pioneers controlled the first quarter of action, and the second quarter now has been all Missouri Valley. 21-14 is your score with 8:45 remaining before the half. I don't think the Pioneers have even touched the ball yet in the second quarter. We'll see if they get a chance to do that this time. So the rushing attack has been leading the way so far for Missouri Valley. Bryant has 11 carries for 76 yards and a touchdown. And now Seversky, he's got 6 carries, 36 yards and a touchdown. They couldn't get it going through the air, so they're doing it on the ground. Seversky passing is only 6 for 12, 2 picks, only 39 yards. So you can see why they are choosing to run the ball now, and they're running it to great effect. No changes for the Pioneer special teams. They are still lined up the same way they were before when that onside kick caught them. So let's see what happens here. Is Missouri Valley going to try it again? I'd be surprised if they went for it 2 times in a row, but you never know. All right, the kicker now definitely going much farther back. Looks like he's going to take a much longer run up on the ball, so you would think This is going to be a normal kickoff. Indeed it is. Ball's kicked away over the head of St. Louis. It bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Pioneers are going to take over on the 25-yard line. Again, their offense going to have to get loose again as they have not been on the field for a while. 2 touchdown drives for the Vikings, get them back in the game. Pioneers now with the wind in their face. They're going to have to try and give their defense a little time. So Atkins and Cherry are going to be in the backfield. You can even see some of the wide receivers trying to get their legs loosened back up. Atkins sends a man in motion. Coming to the near side of your screen. Drops back, pump fake, throws it out wide. Has his man. Now trying to turn it upfield and get some yardage. Now tackled out of bounds. Pass was completed to Caden Brown. Again, another one where Brown never went out deep, just stayed even with the line of scrimmage. He was the last option for Atkins. Atkins finds him. He's able to turn upfield, gets 6 yards. Atkins now fakes the handoff, flings it out wide. Has a man, but he falls to the turf, so he is down by contact. Menifee not able to keep his balance. I think he fell forward at least for a yard or two. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Again, super important the Pioneers keep this drive going as the defense has been on the field a lot lately. Atkins hands it off. Has a blocker, has a first, has some more. Good carry by the Pioneer offense that gets the first down, keeps this drive moving. And that was Bryant on the carry. And just a little inside handoff, nothing fancy. Just picked up the yards they needed. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Pioneers still in their own territory. Atkins to the left, one to the right. Fakes the handoff. Boy, he got everyone to bite on that. Now Atkins rolling out right and pushed out of bounds. That was a run option right there. Atkins decided to keep it, and it's a good thing. The defense all collapsed on the running back. Gave Atkins a lane, got out, got some yards. Positive gain on first down. Ball at the 45-yard line. Atkins going to give it to Bryant. Bryant working to the left. Tried to get around the edge. Not going to get there. Let's see if they give it. It looks like they'll give him a yard on this carry. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and manageable, though. 2 yards to go. Bryant leaves the game. Cherry coming back in. Cherry a bigger body back. And the Pioneers need 2 tough yards. See if they decide to go play action again or if they're going to get this to Cherry. Difficult snap. Atkins keeps it. He is spun down. It's all going to come down to placement. And it looks like they're going to mark him a yard short. Oh, boy, the Pioneers look a little discombobulated right now. Might want to think about using a timeout right here. And there we go. I think timeout called by the Pioneers. Half the special teams tried to come on the field. The offense never moved. And a lot of people with their hands up signaling they did not know what the play was. So we've got 4th and 1 coming up. Pioneers still in their own territory, but only by 3 yards. The ball's on the 47. And now after this timeout, we're going to have to see who comes out. Is it going to be the offense or is it going to be the special teams? And you'd love to see the Pioneers keeping this drive going. The defense been on the field for a while, but now, thankfully, this drive has just taken up enough time. They should have a little rest under, but I don't know. With where we're at now, I'd go for it. Pioneers have been able to move the ball pretty well today. You need a yard. You got to have a play in your playbook that can get you a yard or 2. See if the coach listens to me. Usually not, and I don't blame him. All right, Missouri Valley heading back onto the field. Of course, they're wondering too. Do they need their special teams or they need their defense? Because there's a lot of people in the huddle for the Pioneers. Again, we're just going to have to see who breaks out. Looks like right now it's the defense coming back on for Mo Valley, and here comes Atkins in the Pioneer offense. Big fourth down coming up right here. Man in motion. And they're going to give to Cherry. Cherry needs a yard. He's got it, falls forward, and he's right down at midfield. So the Pioneers go for it on 4th and 1. They are able to convert, and they keep this drive moving. Again, Cherry, the big-bodied back, able to get it for about 3 yards. Gets us up right to midfield, and the Pioneers still moving. So now St. Louis comes back onto the field. Atkins is there. Haven't seen Tanis for a while. Again, you're going to keep him more your goal line situation. They're going to give to Cherry again. Cherry up the middle, moves the pile, able to come up with positive yards. I think they're going to give him about 4 on that carry. And this time, Atkins actually takes a lick because they didn't know if Atkins was going to keep this or not. Thankfully, he'd handed that off to Cherry. Otherwise, Atkins was going to get nailed in the backfield. Atkins now going to drop back, looking to pass. Good protection. Throws over the middle, has a man. Completed pass, now down, ball is out, but able to recover, it looks like. Pioneers have it. So Kane Brown comes up with the completion. He got spun around, dropped the ball. Thankfully, he took one bounce and went right back into his arms. So definitely was a fumble. There we go. So the drive's still going. That's a first down for the Pioneers. Atkins, another high snap, but he controls. Gets it out to the side, has a man, makes a man miss, cuts inside, and now heads down, trying to keep things safe, which is good. Isaiah Williams, good reception, and a great juke move on that first defender coming up to him. And thankfully, he just takes it to the turf. Ball placed now at the 29-yard line. Pioneers chewing up some clock on this drive. They're going to fake the handoff. Atkins gets rid of it. Now nobody home, not on the same page with Tanis. Takes a hit as he got rid of that ball. An incomplete pass for Atkins. Going to bring up 2nd and 10, ball at the 24. So again, Tanis in striking distance. He's at the bottom of your screen. Safety is inching his direction, so it looks like he's going to be double covered. Nope, they've got single coverage. Atkins steps up, throws the middle of the field, has Williams again. Williams is down inside the 10-yard line. So Isaiah Williams brings it down right at the 9. That's going to move the chains and bring up 1st and goal for the Pioneers, ball at the 9. You know Atkins wanted Tanis, and that's where everyone was looking. Thankfully, went through his progressions, was able to find Williams, who was wide open middle of the field. Easy little pitch and catch for quarterback and receiver. Now they give to Cherry. Cherry dancing. Makes a miss. On his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. Great carry by Cherry. Started working to his left, got bounced to the right, drags a man into the end zone who had a hand full of jersey. And the Pioneers answer the 2 scoring drives with one of their own. They're able to put some points on the board. Big time drive for the Pioneers. The Vikings have come firing back with 2 straight touchdowns. The Pioneers now able to get their lead back to 2 scores, pending the extra point. Good placement. Good kick. It's up. It's good. So there we go. 28-14 now here in the second quarter. We have 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining before halftime. So now the Pioneer defense is going to try and get a 4-minute shutout on Missouri Valley. Remember, the Pioneers won the toss, but they elected to defer, so they will start the third quarter with the ball. So what could be Missouri Valley's last drive of the half, Pioneers definitely want to shut this down, take 2 scores or more into the halftime, and then get the ball to start the third. But that's getting ahead of myself now, isn't it? Pioneers going to be kicking into this win now, so they're going to be expecting a decent return by Missouri Valley. Special teams are going to have to be ready. Because that wind still whipping out there. It is still chilly out there, too. Pioneers don't need anything cute here. Kicker's not going for much of a run up on the ball. Little three-step drop, just chips it up in the air. Going to be fielded by one of the up men. And now going to be wrestled down about the 34-yard line. So the Pioneers weren't going to take this deep enough to one of the official return men. They get it to an up man. And he does his best with it. Secures it with two hands and just makes sure he is not going to put that on the turf. So 4:05, here we go. Big drive from Missouri Valley. The Vikings are definitely going to want to get something in the end zone before halftime. If they can go in trailing by just one score, call that a victory on their part, as they've been trailing by as many as 3 touchdowns. Pioneers already with 3 takeaways today. Would love to add one right here. Quarterback steps up. Did not see the defender. He gets hit. Probably going to be a gain of 1. This will not be credited for a sack. Now they're going to give him 2. But Seversky, he was a little slow tucking that ball, and the defender had a beat on him, so able to take him down for a very minimal gain. Missouri Valley not in a hurry. Clock's still ticking. See if they're going to choose to air it out here at any point, or if they're just going to keep this on the ground. There's a pass. Has a man over the middle. Knocked away by the Pioneer defense. Great defense. That looked dangerous for a moment. But Kevin Ledesma Garcia able to get a hand in there. Knocks that ball away. So great defense by the Pioneers. Brings up 3rd and 7. A quick 3 and out would be great for the Pioneers. It would at least give them a little bit of a chance with the ball before halftime. Like I said, 3rd and 7. Big play right here. Seversky has definitely shown that he can run. Also in the backfield with him is Jeremiah Bryant, their leading rusher for the day. So 2 threats on the ground in the backfield. Now timeout called. So Missouri Valley uses their second timeout, which is intriguing, as that was already coming off of a stopped clock. The clock had been stopped, but apparently they did not like what they had going, or didn't like what they saw from the Pioneer defense. They used their second timeout of the half with 3:22 remaining. And ball on their own 37-yard line, so they still have a lot of field in front of them to try and get anything in before halftime. So Atkins has improved himself to 15 and 21 for 184 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, there was a lot happening on the ground in that last drive. Cherry's up to 9 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. So he's setting the pace for the Pioneers. Now, everyone back on the field after that touchdown. Timeout. Got your attention there, didn't I? All right, here we go. 3rd down. Missouri Valley trying to keep this going. Ticking down to halftime. They're going to drop back. Seversky looking for the screen. Off the defender's helmet, who never saw it. It boinked right off of his head. He never saw it. Did Tofi. Oh, he's going to kick himself for that one. Missouri Valley trying to set up a screen pass. That play was broken from the start. And the pass hits Tofi, the MNU defender, right in the helmet. It doinks all the way back to the 20-yard line. Okay, so 4th down, 4th and 7. Do I expect any kind of a fake? No, but I wouldn't be surprised by one either. They'd better pray it works, though, because this would be bad field position if this punt gets messed up. High snap, kicks away. Woo, Pioneers almost got it. And the ball's going to take a friendly Missouri Valley roll. Boy, howdy, look at that thing go. Man, it had the wind in its back down to the 20-yard line. And so that's where the Pioneer offense is going to take over with 3:02 remaining in the half and 2 timeouts. Pioneers take over on their own 20-yard line. Decision time. How hard are you going to try and go for this touchdown before the end of the half? Atkins comes out. Finley, a little more of a speedier back. He's in the backfield. Tanis is on the bottom of your screen. And we're number 5, closest to us here. He is split all the way out wide, definitely has single coverage. Atkins will have to muscle up on this pass, though, if they try and go to him, though. Wind is in his face. Going to drop back, passes, and overthrew his man. Actually, underthrew him. Threw behind his intended target. Trying to get the ball to Caden Brown. No luck there. Second down. That took all of 4 seconds off of the clock. Tanis now in motion. Atkins, design keeper. Oh, boy, he was going to try and fling it out to Tanis. Tanis fell down. And now Tanis very gingerly coming off the field. St. Louis is going to take his place. Yeah, that was supposed to be a pass out to Tanis, and he fell over after coming in motion. Definitely not looking right there. So 3rd and 6. Atkins, though, didn't release the ball, just tucked it and tried to turn upfield to create something. Now empty backfield. Goes towards the sideline. Has a first. At least from my angle, it looks like he had the first. So we're going to spot this. Indeed, he did. So Masunas, the tight end, was able to come up with that first down completion. Then he gets pushed out of bounds. 2:25 remains in the half. Atkins not in much of a hurry. Here we go. Drops back, blitz coming, throws over the middle, has Tanis. There he is, a blocker. Tanis is free. He's at midfield. Ooh, tried to stop and make a man miss. Not able to do so, gets pushed out of bounds, but a great play by the Pioneers. Positive yardage. They are now into Viking territory. They're going to stop the clock while they move the chains, so the Pioneers getting up to the line. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Atkins still has Finley in the backfield. 3 to his right. They're going to fake it to Finley. Finley's going to block. Pressure comes. Atkins spins away. Atkins going to try and create. Scrambling is not his strong suit. Ooh, a little late on the shove out of bounds. No call by the official. Atkins hits the deck, but he's all right. So Atkins now, good carry, trying to get back to the huddle. Second down. Again, another empty backfield. Atkins by himself. He's got 4 receivers to his left. Finley going all the way out wide. Looking left. Throw an interception to no one in particular. I don't know what in the world happened there. Now here's an extremely late hit on Atkins, so this is going to be a penalty after the interception, as one of the defenders from Missouri Valley just went over and targeted Atkins, who was not really involved in the play. So that's going to be 15 off of this return, but more concerning is who Atkins was trying to throw the ball to on that pass, because there was no one in the area. So the officials are going to talk this over. So there we go, exactly what I said. It was a personal foul after the interception. Craig Travis, the senior linebacker, with a bonehead play of trying to hit the other team's quarterback wherever he may roam. So 15 yards off of the interception return. The ball is going to be placed now at the 31-yard line with 1:23 remaining and 1 timeout for Missouri Valley. See what they can do heading into the half. And Seversky dropping back, looking, throws over the middle, and his man drops it. So an incomplete pass on that first down play. Gets the clock down to 1:18. Clock stops with the incompletion. Definitely looks like the Pioneers are trying to keep everything in front of them, keeping their safeties very deep, not allow the home run ball. Now Seversky's got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Running back stays in the backfield with him. Now immediately goes out to receive. Pressure, thrown away. Do they do intentional grounding in this level? Because he was not outside the tackle box. But Seversky just threw it out of bounds while he was in the hands of the defender. Yeah, defender signaling he wants intentional grounding. He's not wrong. And now officials are going to come together and talk that over. And now they drop it. There we go. That's going to be intentional grounding on Seversky. Seversky. So they sure looked like it from up here, but I don't have the greatest angle on the tackle boxes and whatnot.
Intentional grounding, offense, number 13. That's how they force the foul. Also lost it down. Third down.
There we go. So it's enforced at the spot, and then a loss of down. So yeah, it is third in a really long way. The officials have placed this ball at the 13-yard line. The first down marker is at the 41. So 3rd and 27 right now. And wind at their back. So I'm not saying that this is a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. .109 remains here in the second quarter. Seversky drops back, looking. Now a little screen to his running back. Pioneers defense closing in. And now play is blown dead. Ball's going to be placed in the neighborhood of the 25-yard line. So a gain of 14 on the 3rd and 27. So now with that, you got to imagine a punt is forthcoming. The Pioneers use a timeout to stop the clock with 57 seconds remaining. So both teams have one timeout left, and you would think the Missouri Valley is going to punt this ball away, as they are facing a 4th and 15 at their own 26-yard line. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Okay, so the punt unit coming on. Now, I think back to the very first punt that Missouri Valley had today, where their punter just kind of rolled to his right, where, if a lane had opened up, he looked like he might have thought about taking it. Then he kind of rugby-style kicked it. Yeah, keep an eye. See if he takes a snap and starts rolling a particular direction. And nope, Pioneers, oh, geez. Pioneers hit the punter, but the official waved it off. To the Pioneers' credit, and I believe this was Hall. After Hall made contact, he then kind of caught the punter so that he wouldn't fall to the ground. He still landed on his derriere, but again, he was braced and cradled almost to the ground, and the official immediately waved it off. You could hear a lot of people screaming, running into the punter, but the official made no bones about it. He was not going to throw the flag on that play. Anyway, after going into all that, long story short, the ball rolls down to the 24-yard line before it is touched down by the Missouri Valley Special Teams. 37 seconds on the clock, one timeout each side. Pioneers are up 28-14. Got to imagine at this point, just be happy taking a 2-score lead into the locker room. So maybe just a couple handoffs and we're done with the half. we'll see. Atkins, nope, he's going to drop back to pass. Finley goes out, pressure comes. Atkins rolls, throws away to Williams. Williams cuts into the middle of the field, makes one man miss now. Just lowers his head, tries to move forward. He's got the first down. Pile still moving, so the officials aren't blowing anything dead yet. Now Williams is down at the 40-yard line. And I believe timeout called by the Pioneers. No, Williams has to come off as the helmet came off. So the Pioneers. Okay, so there we go. Clock has resumed. Since the helmet came off, but it was a first down, we don't have a 10-second runoff. Oh, Atkins in trouble, and he gets gobbled up. Just shooting right through the line was the defense for Missouri Valley. That was a sack by Colton Wilms. And I think with that, you're just going to let this half be done. Indeed, 2-1, and it is now halftime. So the Pioneers, I don't know, they gave some thought to trying to make something happen before the end of the half, but after that sack, you decide differently. We're going into halftime at 28-14. The clock is set for 20 minutes, and we'll be back with third quarter action. So go ahead and set your clock for about 18 minutes. We'll come back a couple minutes early and give you all the first half stats once they've gone final, and then start third quarter action. So we will be right back. For Mo Valley, 1 fumble for the Pioneers, but they didn't lose it. Penalties are pretty even and not that many. 4 for Missouri Valley, 3 for the Pioneers. And then third down efficiency. Vikings are 5 for 9, Pioneers are 3 for 5, and the Pioneers only team to go for it on 4th down, and they were able to convert. Individually, Seversky leading the way, 7 for 17 with 2 interceptions, only 51 yards through the air. But the story for the Vikings is on the ground, of course, where Bryant has 11 carries for 76 yards and a touchdown. Seversky has 7 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. Over for the Pioneers, Atkins has 17 completions out of 25 attempts, 1 pick and 3 touchdowns. He's thrown for 220 yards. Caleb Tanis is leading the receivers with 4 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown. Paul St. Louis has 3 receptions, 50 yards and a touchdown. And then Brown has 3 receptions, 33 yards and a touchdown. And then on the ground, Cherry has 9 attempts for 52 yards and a touch. So with that, we are ready to get going. Remember, the Pioneers won the coin toss. They elected to defer, so they will receive the ball to begin the third quarter. The start of the third quarter, your score is 28-14. Pioneers with the lead at home. They were up by as much as 21 at one point in time. Now up by 2 scores. I was watching the kicker from Missouri Valley in warm-ups. This guy was hitting from about 50 yards. So with the wind in his back, their kicker could come into play. He'll be kicking off with the wind at his back this quarter. Thankfully, he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth quarter, if you happen to be a Pioneers fan. I assume most of you are, considering Missouri Valley brings their own broadcast crew, so all the Missouri Valley people should be listening to their guys. And now, big kick. We are underway. This kick bounces towards the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Pioneers are going to take over on the 25-yard line. See what the Pioneers can do to get this quarter started. After the 2 back-to-back touchdowns by Missouri Valley, the offense was able to get onto the field in the second quarter, and put together a very impressive drive. They just kept it going, let the defense rest, and put it in for a score. Because it looked for a moment like the Vikings were going to come roaring all the way back. Offense, again, you'd like to see them do the exact same thing. Start the drive on the 25, march it down the field, put it in the end zone. Williams goes in motion for the Pioneers all the way around the formation. They're going to sling it out to him. He's got it at the line, has the first down, and is wrestled down for about a 13 to 14-yard gain. If Williams could outrun that last defender, he was going to be gone. It was the last man that could have stopped him on that play. But a first down for the Pioneers, just slinging it out wide quickly to the wide receiver and letting him create. Atkins going to give it to Cherry. Cherry trying to work up the middle. He's going to get a little, but he's not going to get a lot. Before the play is blown dead. Gain of maybe 2. Oh, nope, they're only going to give him 1. Just 1. Making a liar out of me. Pioneers back in their little semi-hurry-up offense. Worked out well in the first quarter, and then they kind of got away from it. Looks like it is back in full effect now. Atkins looking to throw. Pump fakes. Has a man. Caught along the sideline, now pushed out of bounds into Viking territory. The Pioneers get another first down. That was Caden Brown able to come up with the reception. So, nope, they're going to spot the ball right at the 50. Again, the officials making a liar out of me. So right at midfield. Williams in motion, moving to the top of your screen. Atkins looking left. Blitz comes, throws it out wide, has St. Louis. St. Louis makes one man miss. Not the second, though, and is taken down for minimal gain. I think they'll give him 3 or 4 on the play. So now that we're back in Viking territory, Tanis steps onto the field. Bottom of your screen. See if the Pioneers can get him on a post. I bet they can. Nope, they're going to hand off to Cherry. Working left, and he gets taken down. He's close to the first down marker. It's still going to bring up about a 3rd and medium. 3rd and 4. Yep, 3rd and 4. Ball on the 44. Pioneers got to keep it going. This Tanis all alone at the bottom. 2 defenders on him. Now the safety's kind of acting like he's walking away from him. He is not. They're going to double team Tanis. Atkins sees it. Going to leave a lot of room, though, where Tanis would be. Atkins looking left, has time over the middle, has a man, first down, and now taken down. Let's see who that is. That's Menifee. Okay. So Menifee with the catch and the first down for the Pioneers. Pioneers moving the ball well to start the 3rd quarter. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us. Atkins, play action pass, high pass, Tanis has it. And the defender was on him before he even came down with the ball. Tanis had to elevate. Once you go up in the air on a pass like that, which is just a little pass quickly out to the side, you're at the mercy of the defender. 3-yard gain on that pass. 2nd and 7. They give to Cherry. Cherry still can't get past the defensive line. This time one of them ties him up and a linebacker finishes him off. Still comes up with positive yards, but just can't bust through. 3rd and 4 facing the Pioneer offense. Okay, now the pace is slowed. Pioneers have their play from the side, out of the hurry up. Still not huddling. Menifee in motion. Atkins fakes the handoff, slings it out wide to St. Louis. St. Louis has a first down, trying to make a man miss. Gets tied up, or he gets knocked down by the 2nd defender, but that is still a first down pass for the Pioneers. The drive is alive. Looks like the ball's placed at the 25, 1st and 10. Right now, this is a very business-like drive for the Pioneers. Just keep chipping away. Taking time off the clock and moving the ball down the field. That's where everything you want right there. Play action pass. They're going for it all here. Williams. Oh, boy, Williams almost made a great catch. Incomplete as both he and the defender went to the deck. Both of them had their heads turned. It was a jump ball at that point. Ball falls incomplete, but Williams was close to reeling that in. So 2nd and 10. Again, Atkins thrown into the wind. It looked like that ball kind of held up just a little bit. Now Cherry working the left side. This time he gets through near the first down sticks. Going to be about 2 yards short. Going to bring up 3rd and short. All right, 3rd and 3. They only gave him 7. Shows what I know. Now the officials are going to come in and re-spot the ball. Again, it's very breezy down there. Possible it kind of got rolling on its own. Still chilly out there. Temps in about mid-40s. Atkins with it. Flings it out, has a man. Should be enough for the first down. It's kind of a little lob pass to Menifee. And first down indeed. So we're going to move the sticks yet again. Menifee in motion, goes to the left. Atkins fakes it to Cherry, slings it out wide. Oh boy, Williams kind of got tripped up. Boy, if he could have gotten around that defender, it was going to work out great and it would have been a touchdown. But good defense by Missouri Valley. They're getting kind of wise to those quick passes out to the side. And they had their defender racing over there as soon as he identified the play. Williams caught the ball, was not able to make a move before he got wrapped up and brought down. Kind of looked like his feet were slipping out from under him as he was trying to make that move. Atkins all alone in the backfield. Blitz coming. Picked up well by the line. There's a pass, catch, touchdown, Pioneers. Guess who? Tanis. Atkins to Tanis, and boy, Tanis took a lick as he came down with it, held on to the ball, falls into the end zone, and that's touchdown Pioneers. That drive was everything you want to start a third quarter. Pioneers took almost 6 minutes off the clock with that drive. It leads in a touchdown. Like, what more can you ask for? Awaiting the PAT. Oh boy, now we got people jumping everywhere. There's the flag. To my eyes, it looked like the defense moved first. Of course, they're saying that they jumped because the offense did. Now the officials get to figure this all out. There was a lot of jumping. A lot going on down there. So the official's going to come over and have a word with the head coach for MNU, so that would make you think that this is on Missouri Valley.
Offside. Defense, number 90. His action caused the offensive lineman to react. That penalty yardage will be declined. We'll attempt to try.
Okay, so offsides on the defense on Missouri Valley. That penalty was declined. We're going to go ahead and just try a normal PAT. Although there still seems to be a lot of confusion about how we're going to do this. Come on, everybody. After that drive, Atkins having a day, 26 for 35, 281 yards, and 4 touchdowns. We're still awaiting the PAT. There we go. And this time it's up, and it is good. There you go, 35-14. The Pioneers back to their 3-touchdown lead. Now, maybe this time they will not give it up quickly on back-to-back drives. We'll see how it goes. Missouri Valley has 9 minutes and 10 seconds left with the wind at their back, so if they're going to try and air it out, now's the time, although they've had their success on the ground. I don't see any reason why they don't move away from their run game. Caleb Tanis now 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. So Caleb Tanis doing what Caleb Tanis does. I honestly cannot tell you what's going on with the officials. Now 2 of them are holding the ball and conferring before the kickoff. I don't know what all this confusion is about, but the officials having a rough go of it right now. Getting all on the same page. Both teams are ready. Like, everyone's just standing around awaiting the officials. Okay, now 2 officials are having a word with the coach for Missouri Valley. All right, I guess they are done with that. Everyone's getting lined up. Okay, here we go now. I don't know what that was about, because at no point in time was the lead official involved in that conversation. He was nowhere near it. Here's a short kick to the return man, trying to get outside. And now spun to the deck by the Pioneers special team. Ball's going to be placed around the 35, 36-yard line, somewhere in there. There we go. The ball's placed at the 36-yard line. Missouri Valley offense heading onto the field. Seversky, 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Running back remains in the backfield. This is not Bryant. Bryant comes in motion. They fake it to him, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be taken down. They're going to give him probably 4 to 5 on this carry. And Seversky Fakes the handoff, just keeps it. It was another running option. He could have handed it off, or he could have kept it himself. Elected to keep it himself. Tried to move up the middle. He gets taken down, and looks like they're only getting him 3 on that play. 2nd and 7 coming up. Seversky, ready? Kind of going on the silent count. Has it, rolls right, keeping this one himself. And now chased out of bounds. Again, not to the first down marker. Probably getting another 3 yards on that carry. Defense stayed with him. It was a good play action. He hid the ball well as he faked the handoff to the running back and then just automatically took off to the right, never once looked to pass. This was design keeper the entire way. And brings up now, okay, 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5. Pioneers, at least at the moment, a little wiser to the quarterback keeper. Really got to watch it now as they're spreading it. It's an empty backfield. They're getting the defense spread as wide as possible. That's when Seversky might just keep the ball and go. Drops back, looking, now throws, missed his man. That pass was way behind Dorian Cole. Nothing Cole could do with it. And that brings up 4th down. The punt unit comes on. My suspicious nature tells me don't trust this punt attempt at all. I don't trust it even a bit. There's the snaps. He's just walking with it. There he goes. Now he tucks and runs. Boy, howdy. That little rugby rollout, and that's what he did on the first attempt. I told you I didn't trust this one. He was looking for that lane on the first try and got rid of it. This time, the lane just wide open to him. So he keeps it on the fake punt, comes up with the 1st down. Now in the film session, ladies and gentlemen, if the dumb announcer knows it's coming, y'all know it's coming too. So let's not let other teams do this. So after the rugby punt, or lack thereof, the Vikings with the ball now in much better field position. They're in the Pioneer territory on the 35-yard line. Seversky going to hand it off. Running back gets through the first line. Knocked down by the linebackers. So they're going to have about 3 yards coming up. 2nd and 3. Facing Missouri Valley. Again, no hurry. They're not in any rush right now. Seversky's 15 yards behind the play, looking to his bench. Now he's got to mosey up to the line. Blitz coming for the Pioneers. They run the ball right side, right at the sticks, but I think they're going to be short by a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Viking offense. Pioneers bringing on 3 new defensive players. Getting a little more beef out there. Again, 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Blake Shoddy is the running back. Can't imagine they're just going to hand it to him, see if he can get through there. Indeed they do, and indeed he does. So 1st down for Missouri Valley, the Vikings. Give it to Shoddy, just send him up between guard and tackle. He's able to come up with a couple yards, enough for the 1st down. Seversky with it. Fake the handoff. Design keeper. Wait a minute, that's not Seversky. They lined someone else up. Looks like they went a little bit of a wildcat. No, this was Jet Bridges. Jet Bridges, the freshman quarterback, just came in for that keeper. Looks like he is staying in the game at the moment. So a new quarterback in. This is Bridges. Not exactly sure when Seversky left, but he is not in right now. This is freshman quarterback Bridges. Okay. See if they let him throw an attempt. This drive has been completely on the ground, so they're going to fake. He's going to roll. Nah, he's keeping it the whole way. Whew, he takes a lick. Someone's got to teach that freshman get down. So positive yards for the Vikings. Again, he was showing pass. It didn't look like he had any intention of throwing that ball. Both sides making substitutions. And Bridges still staying in. I wonder if Seversky suffered injury of any sort. Empty backfield at the moment. Ball's on the 7. And the Vikings, little run option. They're going to knock Bridges down before the end zone. So Bridges gets him down to the 1. More changes being made for both squads. And I'm still going to assume that there was some kind of injury to Seversky, because bringing in your freshman QB when the game was definitely not at all decided, seems like a give-up move almost, and they weren't at that point. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. It's happened before, once or twice. Anyway, here's a run off the left side. Pioneers sniffed it out, actually lose a yard or two. Ball's placed now at the 3. 2nd and 3. We're already down to 3 minutes remaining in this quarter. This has been a fast quarter with this entire drive here being on the ground. Clock just keeps on moving. In 3-score game, but we're almost to the 4th quarter now. Backup quarterback in for the Vikings. I find this fascinating. Oh, Pioneers jumped. Free play. Bridges going to throw it, and there's a touchdown. So whether... Ooh, that coach said a curse word up here. Anyway, there was definite movement by the Pioneers. No flag was thrown. Touchdown, though. Bridges completes his touchdown pass. And with that, scores 35-20, with Missouri Valley lining up for the extra point attempt. So now the Pioneers have allowed touchdowns on... Ooh, boy, he was close. Pioneers have allowed touchdowns after a fake kickoff and a fake punt. You take away those two... I don't know. This is my opinion again. I feel like if that's ever successful, it's a mental lapse on the special teams or defense. Like, those should never work. But the Pioneers have allowed 2. Fake kickoff and a fake punt now have led to touchdowns for Missouri Valley. Take those away, this is a much different looking game. Then it's 35-7, and this is nothing. 35-21, game isn't over yet. 2:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And now here comes another kickoff attempt by Missouri Valley. And nothing to say they don't try and get a little fancy here. They've had nothing but success with their trick plays today. So the kicker for Missouri Valley is going all the way back for his big long run up. So that almost makes you think this is a legit kickoff. Now the ball's off the tee. Again, windy down there, so we'll see what happens next. We're going to bring someone in to hold the ball for the kicker. Nope, now he's going to go back. I'll hold it for you. No, I don't want you to. It's fine. It's not going to fall. All right, ball looks like it's holding firm on that tee. Here's the run. And low line drive kick. Oh, shoot. Williams couldn't hold on to it. Now he's in the end zone with it. Makes one miss. And now gets dropped inside the 10-yard line. Williams would have been much better served to let that ball go over his head and out the back of the end zone. Now some more extracurricular activities. This game getting a little chippy here in the late stages. Now here's a flag on the play. And this should be on Missouri Valley, much to the chagrin of the coaches in the box next to me. We shall see. Might also be offsetting. So an MNU player lost his helmet. That led to some extra pushing and shoving. And then the MNU player was well on his way away from the scrum when a flag was thrown in the direction of the Missouri Valley players. So that's where we're at. No clue what this call could be.
After the play's over with, dead ball, unsportsmanlike. Number 81 on the kicking team. That's only scored 16 yards at the end of the run. This is number 81's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. His next one, he'll be disqualified.
So that penalty is an unsportsmanlike on Missouri Valley. It is Justin Ballestero, who now just gifted the Pioneers with 15 additional yards. Pioneers, of course, after that kickoff, were well within their 10-yard line. Ball now placed at the 22. So the Pioneers given a gift. And Ballestero's first personal conduct foul. One more, he is ejected. The chances of there being two, I'd say, pretty slim. 35-21, 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pioneers need another drive to take some time off the clock. They give it to Finley. He is not able to turn upfield, and that is down for a loss, and that's quite a loss, about 4 yards. No, that was not a loss of one. I wish it was. Loss of 3 is what we've settled on. Atkins alone in the backfield. Delayed blitz coming. Atkins rolls out. He's got time. Looking for his man on the sideline. He's got him and dropped. So that ball got too high, and I'll tell you what happened there. The wind. The wind knocked that one down. Finley was there. Finley was open. And that ball just got high enough that the wind grabbed it and just knocked it straight down. And the Pioneers got to deal with this wind for another minute and 58. You could just see it, too. Like, I don't even blame Finley for that drop. That ball just died. It got up in the air, and it died. 3rd and 13. Pioneers dangerously close to giving this ball right back to Missouri Valley. Empty backfield. Pressure comes. Atkins flings it out wide. Has Finley. And now we've got 4th down. As that little flare out of the backfield is not going to get much. Pioneers got 6 on it. So 4th and 7, punt unit coming on, punting into the wind, and Missouri Valley does have a blocked punt today. So this is a dangerous situation right here as the punter is standing on his own 10-yard line. They get another block here. Anything could happen. Gets it. What happened? Low line drive kick, and lucky that it's taking such a Pioneer bounce to barely get across the 50. What on earth? So 29 yards, and that was all roll. As Pella, I don't know what happened. Maybe just the pressure was there. Mishit. Yeesh. Oh, he's trying to keep a line drive? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They said in warm-ups he was trying to keep everything line drive because, like we saw on that pass, if it gets too high, the wind is just knocking it straight down. So I guess from up here it looked a little wonky, but probably was intentional. What happened?
Number 39 of the kicking team.
So now an unsportsmanlike call on the Pioneers. That's David Wright, and I didn't see anything. Did anyone see that? What happened? Either which way, this gets 15 additional yards for Missouri Valley. They're now on the Pioneer 40 to start this drive. Again, I tell you what happened if I saw it. I didn't even know there was a flag on the play until I saw the official come out and turn his microphone on. But that is his first unsportsmanlike penalty, another one, and he's ejected. But wow, okay. Officials deciding to call this game a little tighter here in the third. Here's a run right up the middle by Missouri Valley, keeping it on the floor. So that's Shoddy on the carry. Just 4 yards gained on that. Pioneers changing their defensive fronts. It's really what the Pioneers have been doing the most. Whenever you see a substitution, they change out the defensive front. I don't know, maybe going from the better pass rushers to the better run stoppers. However, they've got that worked out. I mean, so far, everything's just been run. Here's another run around the left edge. And there's a spin, but not much happening there. Enough to move the chains by a yard. That was very speedy Dorian Cole with the carry. Again, other than the touchdown pass, which was kind of a run pass option, they're not letting Bridges throw this ball. Jet Bridges has one attempt. But hey, it was a good one. 3 yards and a touchdown. I can't argue with that. Everything else on the ground, though. This probably is going to be the last play of the third quarter. And Bridges is going to roll on the run and taken down. Pioneers able to get him in the backfield. Going to be about a loss of 1. Yeah, Shaden Siegfried credited with that sack. And again, knocking down. They're going to actually take away 2 yards on that sack. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Pioneers finally able to break through and bring the quarterback down. Missouri Valley has had very good protection today. So we've got 15 minutes left to sort this game out. 35-21 is your score. Remember, the last time these two teams played, the game ended 42-35. So normally a high-scoring affair when these two get together. The officials definitely starting to insert themselves a little more. There's been a lot more laundry on the field here in the second half of action. Yeah, right now, you can see that the effort is for Missouri Valley to keep the ball on the ground. Like, they're not even trying to throw it at this point. They're just going to try and run this game to the finish line. So they're up to 188 yards on the ground. That's on 32 rushing attempts. They've got 18 first downs. Over for the Pioneers, they have 23 rushing attempts for 117 yards. Then, of course, the difference is in the air right now. 294 yards for the Pioneers, and then only 54 yards for Missouri Valley. Now, Missouri Valley, they're not going to be affected by the wind as much now that they are going into it but running the ball. Pioneers, once they get back on offense, will have the wind at their back, so we'll see if Atkins can have the same success that he had in the first quarter when he threw for 3 touchdowns. All right, play ready to resume. And we're starting the last quarter of football. Here we go. On this chilly, breezy Saturday afternoon in Olathe, Kansas. Bridges, he's actually going to pass. Gets it away and taken down. Helmet goes flying off, but a good open field tackle by the Pioneers. That was Jalen Burke, who was able to knock that down for just a 3-yard gain. And he was the only line of defense for the Pioneers. If they had gotten around Burke, it would have been a hop, skip, and a jump to the end zone. So here we go, 3rd and 8 coming up. Getting yet another. That was only the second pass attempt by Bridges. Boy, I can't form a thought right now, apparently. Now I got a man late coming onto the field. Oh, boy, late for both sides. What is happening here? Okay. Substitutions all taken care of. That was interesting. All right, run pass option. Nothing doing. Pioneers all over it. Bridges should have handed it off. He didn't. Tried to keep it himself. Cole, I think, would have probably gotten the edge and been gone. But Bridges pulls it in on the running option. And he's dropped now on 4th and 8. The offense is staying on the field. At least at this moment, the offense is staying on the field. Bridges is looking to his side for the play. They're at least going to get lined up. Are they actually going to go for something? The play clock is already down to 10. Are they going to try and maybe get the Pioneers to jump? Nope, they're going to snap it. Dropping back his Bridges. Going towards the end zone. Nobody home. Turnover on downs. Bridges and his receiver not on the same page. As the receiver cut to the outside, Bridges' throw was to the inside, and it falls harmlessly to the turf in between two Pioneer defenders. So the Pioneers hold on 4th and 8. The offense will now take over. Ball at the 28-yard line. So that was everything the Pioneers needed right there. Pioneers offense on the field. They're ready to go. Williams goes in motion. They fake it to Williams, give it to Cherry. Cherry just keeping two hands on the ball, moves right up the middle, gets halfway to the first down marker. You're going to see a lot of runs, I imagine, on this drive as the Pioneers would like nothing more than to just run every bit of clock that they can. I'm actually really surprised that the Pioneers aren't going into a huddle or doing something to slow the tempo. They're going to give it to Cherry again. Cherry moving up the middle into the pile, and down he goes. I mean, they snapped that ball with still 15 seconds left on the play clock. I'd say take all the time you want right now. Doesn't make for a very exciting broadcast, but still be okay with it. So play clock's at 25, and they're getting lined up. Could take a lot more time off. 20. Williams getting lined up. Snapped at 15. They run it up the middle again, but nothing doing there. So now we're at 4th and 2. 4th and 2, and what are the Pioneers going to do? Are we just going to punt the ball right away? Atkins is staying on the field. Pioneers want to go for it. Well, the offense wants to go for it, of course. Atkins looking to the sideline for his play. They've got something. So here we go, 4th and 2. This would be a really big conversion for the Pioneers. Ooh, almost had them jumping. Blake going for the hard count. Got 10 on the play clock. Man in motion. I think they might just be faking this out. Nope, they snap it. Give it to Cherry. Cherry's in trouble. Turns the corner, lowers his head, and he gets the first down. Cherry got 3, needed 2. First down, Pioneers keeping this drive going. See, on that one, they took the play clock all the way down. Worked out well. Ball is on the 40-yard line. Not sure what all that was about. Seemed like a very long stoppage just to move the chains. Everyone still has their timeout. Must have been an official timeout. That was weird. That took forever. Atkins takes a snap. Pressure comes. Little shoulder fake. Now heaves it downfield for Tanis and out of reach. Out of reach of everyone. I'm not sure. I wonder if that was supposed to be a stop and go. And Tanis might have just gotten a little tangled up. There were 3 defenders over there. Like they are not going to let Tanis go deep on them again. So Tanis leaves the field, 2nd and 10. Gotta imagine this is going to be Cherry up the middle. Williams in motion. Oh, Atkins going to drop back. Looking over the middle of the field. So Brown was the target. Incomplete pass. Pass was too high. That pass was a little more catchable. Might have been a flag, as it looked like the defender was grabbing a hold of a lot of jersey. But that pass being so high, the officials, I guess, did not decide to throw the flag. 11:21 remaining in the ball game. 3rd and 10. Atkins dropping back. Pressure coming. Handled well. Hit as he throws. Man, open on Brown. Couldn't get there. Oh, so close. So with that, the punt unit's now going to head out for the Pioneers. Again, got to watch out. We've had a punt blocked. Wind at our back this time, so hopefully this time we can get some good air underneath of it and send this bad boy down the field. Just no blocks. No blocks. And, geez Louise, almost got him again. Now here's a flag for running into the punter. So this ball's going to stay with the Pioneers. And now Cole wrestled down inside the 10-yard line. But Pella got absolutely blown up by the special teams of Missouri Valley. And the official did not hesitate to throw that flag. So again, this should be fortuitous for the Pioneers. Let's see what the official calls. There we go. This is the big one. This is the roughing the kicker. This is the 15 yards automatic first down. Ball stays with the Pioneers. Yeah, that's the Ouchtown one right there. So the Pioneers are going to keep the ball. And the ball's placed now in Viking territory at the 45-yard line. Again, that's the risk you run when you bring everyone for that punt block. And the Vikings were coming hard, and sometimes it's hard to stop. So Pella got the punt away, and then he took a lick. And you can't do that on the punters. Say Pioneers, they give it to Finley. Finley's going to lose yards on this, and they wipe out an official. I'm going to be really surprised if the Pioneers put this ball in the air very much on this drive. I mean, to keep the drive alive, they might have to, especially after losing so many yards on first down. But they just got to keep the clock moving. Third quarter went super fast. This one is off to a very slow start. The official who got wiped out on the sideline is fine. Atkins right now is having a good time with the defensive line. They're so jumpy right now. He's gotten them to jump twice. They haven't snapped the ball while they've been in the neutral zone. There we go. Now he's got it. Fakes the handoff. Flings it out to Tanis. Tanis, maybe halfway up to the first down mark. I don't know. It's still going to be third and a bit of distance here. And they're only going to give him 6. It's hard to see where he got pushed out at. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Clock running. Down to 20 on the play clock. Pioneers now getting lined up. Man, he'd love to see him convert here. You're going to hand it off to Finley. He's got it and more. Foot race to the end zone, and he got tripped up. Oh, great run by Finley, and the last man who could get him did. Bishop McDonald tripped Finley up just enough that he stumbled to the turf. But that was a first down for the Pioneers. The Pioneers now on the move in the red zone, trying to punch in another touchdown with 10 minutes remaining in the ballgame. They give it to Finley again. Defense collapses on them. They're ready this time. Both the defensive ends just kind of went out and contained. They were just going to wait and see where the ball went. They weren't trying to come at the quarterback or anything. And so as soon as they gave it to Finley, they both surrounded and charged in on him. So nothing doing there. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Williams in motion around the formation. They're going to go to Tanis. Tanis right at the goal line, and credit to the defender. They kept him out of there. He's down at about the 2-yard line. They're able to kind of throw him out of bounds before he got both feet completely down and set. Otherwise, he probably would have been able to twist on him, reach that ball across the goal line. As it was, they spun him away. Good work. Pioneers right there at it. They give it to Cherry. Cherry going nowhere. Ooh, boy. Defense for Missouri Valley. They all just came flooding through the line. So about a 2-yard loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. There is no more first downs to be had. Tanis now at the top, not the top of your screen, kind of on the inside, almost a slot receiver. See what they do with that. See if he decides to come all the way across, if they're going to try and fade him in the corner. They're looking for him. He comes in on a slant. Touchdown, Caleb Tanis from Blake Atkins. Pioneers put in another one here in the late stages of the game with 8:33 remaining. Like I said, he's either going to come in or he was going to go out on that fade. Comes inside on the slant. Atkins nails him. You can see the Viking defender just throw his hands up in the air. That little inside slant, man, when done correct, no can defend. High snap, but good placement. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. With that, the Pioneers get back to their 3-score lead, 42-21 with 8:33 remaining in the ball game. After a very impressive drive, but kept alive by the roughing the punter penalty that you don't see often, but it's really nice when you do, when it benefits your team. Not so good when it benefits the other guys. And then is no good. No good. Let's see where we're at now. So Atkins now at this point, 30 completions on 43 attempts, 307 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I would say Atkins is having himself a day. Caleb Tanis, 9 receptions for 110 yards and 3 of the 5 touchdowns through the air. Pioneers are not going to mess about on this kickoff. All the way back, big run up on the ball, and they kick it away. Taken at the 8. But it goes down around the 32. Ooh, right at the 30. All right. So Cole with the return, taken down right at the 30-yard line. That is where the offense is going to take over for the Vikings. And trailing by 3 scores, 8:27 remaining in the ball game. So it's just where you find one thing and you work on it. So what do they want to work on for next week?
First and 10, Missouri Valley at the 30-yard line.
So the freshman Bridges back into the game. This is definitely a running formation. So it looks like they're probably just going to hand this off. Nope. Quarterback's going to keep it. Rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throws along the sideline, has a man. Comes back for it. And incomplete pass. You could see Bridges got that ball up there and it looked good until it got high enough, and then that wind just knocked it down. So his receiver had to stop, try and come back for it. Defender was right there. Pass actually hit the defender, falls to the turf. 2nd and 10. Vikings look a little confused, some of them, on what this play is. Trying to get all lined up now. Man in motion. Bryant, they're going to give it to Bryant. He's looking to throw. Throws it over the middle of the field. Has a man. And now it's going to be a foot race to the end zone. The speedy Cole, and he's going to get taken down about the 10. So a little trickeration happening here as they actually give the ball to Jeremiah Bryant, and he heaves it down the field to Cole. And it looks like they're going to give him 57 yards on that completion. And now ball's at the 10-yard line. Coming off the field is Anthony Sowell. He's coming off with a heck of a limp. So a little shaken up on that play. Kevin Ledesma Garcia comes into the game to replace him. Missouri Valley looking for a spark here with their freshman quarterback. And he's going to keep it. Design keeper, working to his right. Everything collapses, and down he goes. Minimal gain, if any. Now a flag comes in super late. Let's see what this is about. This is going to be, I don't know, personal foul, taunting, saying something not nice. Because this play was over when this flag came in, so this was something after the play. It came in from an official who was kind of in the huddle, in the scrum with all the players. So let's see what this is. Well, there we go. That's personal foul on number 52 for Missouri Valley. So pushing them back a little farther. Offensive lineman Cody Hohenberger. You can see him motioning to his bench. He felt that he was grabbed in the face mask area, so I guess he retaliated. And just like in hockey, second man in is always the one that gets caught. So, bad position now for Missouri Valley as they are pushed all the way back to the 27-yard line. They need to get down to the 3-yard line for a first down. Bridges is going to keep it. He's got a lane, and now upended by the Pioneer defender. Tackle by Kid Dickerson. So he's able to get a lot of yards back on that carry. Still going to bring up third down, 3rd and 14 coming up. You would imagine this is most definitely 2-down territory, or 4-down territory, should I say. Duh, 2 left. 4-down territory for the Vikings. So they're going to try and get most of the way back there, if not all the way in, and then they'll see if they can punch it in on 4th down. And with Bridges here, just got to imagine he's going to look to keep it, and there he goes. Tucks it, runs up the middle. He's knocked down right at the 10. So 4th down at the 10, got to get to the 7. So he's got 7 yards to go. See if the Pioneers want to bring the heat on this one, see if they can knock him down. So with a big 4th down coming up, Missouri Valley wants to talk things over. They use their timeout, first of the half for them. 4th and 9 coming up. Ball's on the 11-yard line. Decisions. So Bridges has come in. He's 2 for 4 with throwing for 6 yards. 1 touchdown on that 3-yard goal line pass. He's been doing a lot of work on the ground, though. As here in the second half, Bridges is already up to 9 carries for 63 yards. His longest being a 24-yard carry. Only one above him is Bryant with 11 attempts for 76 yards. Seversky, he was 9 for 44 in a touchdown, but he has not played, as far as I've seen, in the second half. Maybe he was out there for that first drive of the 3rd quarter, and then Bridges came in. Either which way. As I knock my microphone, here we go. 4th and 9. Bridges has 2 to his right, 1 to his left. His running back remains in the backfield. Now they're going to send a man in motion. Looks like they're setting up a screen pass. He's going to take it, rolling, comes back the other way, has the screen, and into the end zone. Boy, saw that coming. That's Isaac Balsley. Isaac Balsley, who comes up with the touchdown catch for the Vikings. With 6:06 remaining, they're trying to make this a 2-score game. Getting ready for the extra point.
Keller in the kick. PAT for Missouri Valley.
Well, another one. Pioneers almost get that block, but they're almost just a fingertip short. So with that, we have 6:06 remaining. It's 42-28. The Vikings don't want to go away. It's a 2-score game. The Pioneers are about to get the ball. And for the love of Pete, be ready for anything on this kickoff. Do not just stand there and assume they're going to blast it downfield. They're getting us on 4th down conversions. They're getting us on fake kickoffs, fake punts. Let's be ready. Be ready, my friends. Can't trust these Vikings. They're sneaky. All it's going to take is one long drive for the Pioneers to put this game on ice. With 6:06 remaining, Pioneers have had drives of over 9 minutes in this game. One of those, and this game's done. Again, the wind is still very stiff, and this is what Missouri Valley is going to be kicking into. So anything that they put up in that air is going to be short anyway, and the Pioneers wisely look like they're putting the hands team on the field. Everyone's going to be up at the start, at the front of the line, and I believe that to be a correct move. Allegedly, temperatures out there have climbed in the lower 50s, but again, with that wind, it's still really cold out there. But yeah, the Pioneers have everyone up at the front, their hands units on field. They are expecting an onside kick here. So the kicker, ball falls off the tee.
Cameron Finley back to you for MNU. Keller in the kick.
Yeah, that wind is just howling down there. You can see stuff being blown around along the sideline, so they're going to have someone hold the ball for the kicker. And underway. Whoa, look at that thing die. Finley has it, muffed it. Better just fall on it, and indeed he does. Whew. Again, that wind just killed the ball and angled it away from Finley. It was everything he could do to get that ball and get out of the way. So, whew. It was a little nerve-wracking there for the old Pioneers, but we're doing all right. Doing all right. All right, Pioneers have got to make something happen on this drive. Again, just enough to keep using the clock. Silas Templeman into the game. See him lined up down there. 3 wide receivers to the quarterback's left. I think they're just trying to spread this out. Maybe there'll be more room to run. You're going to give it to Cherry. No, it was Finley. I'm sorry. He was actually met with contact in the backfield, but was able to spin away. Brings it forward, at least for a yard. Keeps the clock moving. Pioneers still looking to their sideline for the play. This is fine. 20 seconds still left on the play clock. You need this drive to chew up all the clock that you can. Even with 2-score games, I don't feel comfortable with them until the clock says all zeros. Now here's official stopping the play. Did somebody call timeout? Okay, MNU uses a timeout. That was their first timeout of the half. Why on earth you want to use that right now, I don't know. So apparently they either didn't like what they saw from the Vikings defense, or we were not all on the same page on offense. Either way, when you got the clock running, I hate stopping it right now. Clock is stopped with 5:18 remaining in the ball game. Pioneers' last game of the season is next week, Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, right here at the Olathe District Activity Center. Right now, the early forecast is it's going to be a pretty nice day, so you got to at least come out here one last time this year, watch the football team. Number 6 Benedictine comes into town. So that's going to be a tough game for the Pioneers, but should be a good game to end the season on. If everything holds here, the Pioneers still staying undefeated at home. Your other option is don't come out here and you have to listen to the game and listen to me call it. So you might as well come out to the stadium. Here we go, 2nd and 8. Pioneers ready to go. Man in motion. Atkins hands it off right up the middle. Again, contact again in the backfield. Missouri Valley is willing to let anything else happen except for these runs up the middle. They are trying to keep the clock. Well, I mean, the clock's going to keep moving. They're trying to just knock this down and stop the Pioneers from eating the clock. There we go. There's the thought I was trying to get out there. So now it's 3rd and 8. Clock's still moving as we're under 5 minutes, but there's still a lot of ball game left. Feel a lot better if the Pioneers could convert this 3rd and 8. Definitely looking like we're going to run this. Nobody really out wide. Inside handoff. Able to get outside. So now we've got 4th down. So William Petty, haven't called his name today. He had the carry. Was he able to keep it inbounds? Clock is still moving. Yep.
4th down and 4 for MNU.
Okay, so 4th and 4, waiting the Pioneers. Timeout is called. So Missouri Valley uses their 2nd timeout of the half to stop the clock with 4:20 remaining in the game, and the Pioneers on a 4th and 3. Now, the Pioneer offense was still out on the field. They had not switched out for the punt unit. So we're going to see if they decide to go for this or not. And the ball's just at the 30-yard line, so the Pioneers are still deep in their own territory. If you cannot pick up the 1st down, then you give them some great field position, and we're not going to play that game with the wind at our back. So here comes the punt unit. Again, punts have been they've been interesting with us. Last time we tried to punt, though, we were fortunate enough to get that roughing the punter. But again, even with getting the roughing the punter, the special teams was still there. Like, they were right there in his face. And a block right now, it would be terrible. Here they come. Punt gets away. Going to take a great Pioneer bounce. Great bounce. Fielded all the way back at the 15. Now Cole is pinned in, and down he goes. Down at about the 26-yard line. So that went about as well for the Pioneers as you could hope. It was a low-line drive kick, and it took a great Pioneer bounce. So 1st and 10 for Missouri Valley with 4:06 remaining. Bridges coming back out. There we go. Okay. If you're a fan of MNU volleyball, 5 p.m. at the Cook Center. As the women getting ready for the national tournament. Like, they are doing great this year. Oh, they were a player short, was Missouri Valley. And now they're sending a man in. Too bad the clock wasn't running for that. That would have been lovely. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off. Reverse. Now they're going to try and throw, and he throws it away. Sometimes you get a little too fancy, and Pioneers, thankfully, were all over that play. Try to reverse the reverse, sweep the reverse, reverse, and then throw to nobody. You can see they were trying to come back across the field to get Bridges, but Bridges actually was covered. A lot of times the quarterback gets left uncovered and can run free down the field. Not this time. Pioneer defense was on that. And when they couldn't go to the intended target, Bridges tried to go to just anyone who wasn't even looking for the ball and threw behind him. So thankfully, harmless for the Pioneers. Empty backfield. Pioneers show blitz. And now they got a screen up the middle. And able to stay on his feet by way too much. Good grief. That was not a wonderful display of tackling by any stretch of the imagination. But again, it keeps the clock moving, which is what the Pioneers want. Once they get it reset, the chains move. Missouri Valley still in their own territory. Ball placed at the 42. The Pioneers right now just need the clock to cooperate. Bridges dropping back, probably going to keep. Nope, throws over the middle, has a man. Hit as soon as he catches the ball. It's going to be right at the first down marker. Probably enough. Yep, it's enough to move the chain, so that'll stop the clock temporarily. So David Wright lost his helmet on that play, so he's got to come out for one play. Someone for the Pioneers receiving treatment on the sideline in obvious pain. I can't see who that is, but we got a player down on the sideline. 7, thank you. There's a screen pass. Man, they're quick. Another first down. That's Marcos Flores, who is down for the Pioneer defense. He's been playing a lot right now for this game, but he's down. He is putting zero weight on his right foot. Quick snap, Bridges. Rolling right. Defense comes for him. Boy, that should have been a hold. Nothing called. Bridges throws. Has a man. Out of bounds. Boy, there was a hold completely missed on that play by the officials. Now another Pioneer coming off the field injured. And after coming back in, that's David Wright. So David Wright is leaving injured. Right now with these injuries, what the Pioneers are doing is stopping the clock for the Vikings. 2:54 left, and the Vikings just charging right down the field. Empty backfield. There's a throw, flag down, and this is going to be on the Pioneers. This is going to be pass interference in the end zone, so they're going to move Missouri Valley to the 1-yard line and a fresh set of downs. This is everything you don't want to do as a Pioneer defender. There we go. The ball's placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down. Pioneers letting Missouri Valley come right back into this game. This bad boy is going to come down to the wire. Bridges takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Rolls left. Takes a lick, but I believe he falls into the end zone. Indeed, he does. Touchdown for the Vikings. Now, the Pioneers didn't do themselves any favors on that drive. It's going to come down to the offense being able to sustain a drive and finish this game, as Missouri Valley only has one timeout remaining. And, of course, you have to be ready for whatever they serve up on the kickoff. And the extra point is up and good. So with that, it's 42-35. The Pioneers yet again have squandered a 3-score lead and have let Missouri Valley come back within 1 score. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off. 2:40 remains, and it's going to come down to the offense being able to get a couple first downs. They're not going to need too many more than that, just 2. But the offense has really stalled out here in the second half. Remember, 3 touchdowns scored in the first quarter alone. It was 21-0 at the end of 1, then 28-14 at the end of 2. Now both teams with a touchdown in the third. Missouri Valley 14-7 leading the fourth. So the Pioneers, again, got to be ready for the onside kick here. Then the offense has got to do something. A 3 and out, not going to work. And still, credit to fans on both sides who have stuck around. It is cold and windy out there.
Finley back for MNU. Keller kickoff.
Remember, it was an adventure last time with Finley coming up with that catch as he muffed it because that wind was wreaking havoc on it. See what they do this time, and the ball falls off the tee right as he was running up to it. He was about a step and a half away, and that ball just, I'm done. All right, here we go. And they're going with that same little muff. Fair catch called for and granted. Heads up play by the Pioneers. That was well done by Ledesma Garcia. Was aware enough to throw the hands up, signal for the fair catch, came up with the catch. So the Pioneers now are going to have the ball at the 41-yard line. Again, that doesn't matter as much. Like, I don't care what yard line it is. We just have to be able to get a couple firsts. 2:40 remaining. 1 timeout for Missouri Valley. If it's just the runs up the gut again, Missouri Valley's ready for it. That's what we've been doing, and they have been more than able to stop us. Got to do something else. And in motion, all the way from the top, coming all the way down. Set. Oh, geez, Louise. Are you kidding me with this? They missed the handoff. Atkins missed the handoff and was left with his arm just stretched out, reaching to no one, and gets taken down for a 4-yard loss on the sack. .2:15 remaining, but holy cow, can't have that. 15 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to get this down a hair under 2 minutes. Oy. Handoff again, inside handoff, able to get to the next level, back to the original line of scrimmage was Cherry.
Sean Cherry with the gain of 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 8 for MNU.
So 3rd and 8 coming up for MNU, and I do believe Missouri Valley's using their last timeout to stop the clock with 1:47 remaining. I honestly don't know the call right here. If you throw a pass and it's incomplete, you stop the clock. And if you run and you don't pick up the first down, clock continues, but then you're still looking at giving the ball back to the Vikings. I don't know, in the first quarter, our play action game worked out really well, but they got away from that. You could see maybe a little play action pass. Get Tanis on slant, just something to get that first down. You just need the one. You get that first down now, that's ball game. Missouri Valley cannot stop the clock from this point on. So, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here. They don't pay me to think. Big play coming up right here. First down, it's game over. Anything less than a first down, you make this way more interesting than you really want it to be. Tanis is on the field, and he's in the slot. So this is the same formation that they scored the touchdown on a little while ago, where you just had Tanis on the slant. here we go. Ask your doctor if your heart's healthy enough for Pioneer football. Official still not letting play resume as they're standing over the ball at the moment. I don't know what we're waiting for. 1:47 remains. 3rd and 8. No timeouts for Missouri Valley. 2 for the Pioneers, but they should not use them. They should not stop the clock while they have the ball. No, no. All right, here we go. Big spot right here. They're playing way off Tanis. Oh, what are we doing? Official stop the play yet again. Okay. I guess we're good. Here we go now. All right. Whistle blown. Play ready to go. Atkins brings his man in motion again. This did not work out well for us last time. Got it. Fake the handoff. They have Tanis. Tanis has it. He's gone. Defender made a dive at the ball. Missed. Tanis to the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. Tanis in the slot was exactly what you wanted. Just hit him on a little inside post. I don't know, maybe a slant, whatever it was. I wasn't quite looking. I was watching the ball. But what it was a touchdown by the Pioneers. And that is going to put this game to bed. Pioneers getting lined up for the extra point. Trying to get this back to a 2-touchdown lead. High snap, good placement. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:42 remaining in the game, it is now 49-35. The Pioneers on top. And again, Missouri Valley, no way to stop the clock. So they're going to have to go into a 2-minute drill and hope to score 2 touchdowns in just a minute 42. What a big play from Tanis. Atkins and Tanis, you kind of knew when Tanis lined up in the slot like he did, where they were going and how they were going to get it there. Great hands by Tanis, though. He had to reach out and get that, with the defender jumping right in front of it, trying to knock that down. And when that defender missed and he hauled it in, it was ball game. It was game over right there. You're not going to chase him down.
With 1:42 remaining in the game, MNU 49, Missouri Valley 35.
And with that, a lot of people heading for the exits. Now the Pioneers just a little chip shot to the up man. And they knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Whoa, what are we doing there? Marcus McDonald with the, looked like he had the tackle there. Also looked like he got a little tied up with someone, but no flags thrown, no damage done. So Missouri Valley heading out on the field, and they've got 138, and they need 2 scores. So are they going to try and air it out, or going to stay on the ground where they've had a lot of success? Snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Looking. Defense comes. Oh, boy, and what a hit he took. Jeff Bridges with just a, I mean, he held on to that ball till the last possible second, and he took a lick for it. But Bridges helped right to his feet, no problem. Boy, he took a shot. This is interesting, watching one of the coaches from Missouri Valley kind of meander his way behind our bench. Another hit as he throws, but able to get it to his wide receiver.
9-yard completion.
Where on earth is this guy going? Maybe he's, guess he's just already heading back to the locker room.
Check out a 10-yard completion, good enough for a Valley first down.
Intriguing. Yeah, the coach was up here in the box from Missouri Valley. He's out of here. He's already heading back to the locker room. Bridges alone in the backfield. Dropping back, looking left, throws left, has a man on the sideline. Oh, what a catch. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. He was out of bounds, but what a one-handed catch along the sideline by Missouri Valley.
But out of bounds. Second down and 10.
Wow. I don't know his name. Grandieter? But great catch. Anyway, number 7. If your family's listening, great job. Second and 10 right now. 1:21 remaining. Bridges dropping back. Still looking left. Throws left. And knocked away by the Pioneer defender. Good defense by the Pioneers. Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Bridges pass. Intended for Jameel Smith. Broken up by Tetnine for MNU.
With the clock stopped, Missouri Valley taking their time in between plays, making sure they got the play they want. Bridges dropping back, looking right this time, goes over the middle, has a man, and hit as soon as he caught the ball. Going to be dropped down at the 35-yard line. And now they're showing a little urgency on offense as they move the chains, trying to hurry things up. Vikings snap the ball, Bridges back, goes over the middle, exact same play. Now able to make one man miss, and now knocked out of bounds. He'll be out of bounds around the 10-yard line, I believe is where it's going to be placed.
Knocked out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Now injured Pioneer player on the play. I'm not sure who this is. Anthony Sow was in on the tackle, went flying at the man. Wondering if that's him. So an official timeout right now. Coach is heading out. Check on the down Pioneer. This kind of halts the momentum of the Vikings as they were really trying to get into a rhythm out there. 56 seconds remaining in the game. Still 49-35, Pioneers. Oops, sorry. Knocking my microphone again. So it looked like the down Pioneer was Jalen Burke. Burke coming off the field. Now the defense heading back out.
First down and 10 for Missouri Valley at the 13-yard line.
It's 1st and 10, ball's on the 12. Now quarterback rolling out to his right, rolling out, being chased. And now just throws it into the dirt. We're going to have a late hit on the Pioneers.
Pass ball's incomplete. Penalty flag on the play.
Looks like Tanner Sample is going to be the guilty party for the Pioneers. This is going to be a half the distance to the goal type of situation. Automatic first down. Couldn't hear the official. Looks like his mic is done working for the day.
After the penalty sets up first and goal for Missouri Valley at the MNU 6-yard line.
So the ball's placed at the 6. First and goal for Missouri Valley. Pioneers really need to stop doing things that make the clock stop. And here's the pass attempt to the end zone. Oh, tipped and still caught. Troy Hall was there.
Pass complete to number 80, Dorian Miles for a touchdown.
So Miles, oh, there's a flag on the play. Miles gets the touchdown. I believe this is going to be on the Pioneers. At least that is how everyone from Missouri Valley is acting. Holding on the Pioneers. Penalty is declined. Touchdown is good. Getting the field mic is not working for the official, so I'll help him out with that. 45 seconds left. Extra point coming up, and now the Pioneers are just going to have to field an onside kick, and the game will be over. If they do not field the onside kick, it gets way too interesting. There we go. Extra point's good.
Keller's PAT kick is up and good.
49-42, 45 seconds remaining. It all comes down to this kickoff.
42.
If the Pioneers don't get it, we got a problem. If they do, it's game over. They can just kneel down and call it done. Again, this is Missouri Valley. No more timeouts. Unable to stop the clock. Once this game finally concludes, I'll give you the last minute, the final game stats. So stay tuned for that. Once we get there, this fourth quarter's taken a minute or two, hasn't it?
This stopped working like once or twice early on, but after that,
All right, so they're going to bring a man in to.
just the scoreboard part of it.
Oh, no, what are they doing? Oh, substituting people off and on. Nope, you don't get to be on. Sorry, get off the field. Oh, so the kicker is just flat laying the ball on its side. Here we go. Pioneers got to be ready. Watch them to try and hook it all the way left. It didn't go 10 yards. Oh, but Troy Hall picks it up. Oh, almost took it. I don't know if that was Hall or St. Louis. They both were number 2. One's on offense, one's on defense. It was St. Louis who got it. Almost was able to sneak one to the house, but it is a recovery for the Pioneers. That ball took a few bounces, but it never reached the 10 yards that it has to go before it can be touched by the kicking team. St. Louis scoops it up on a hop, almost broke it free. But long story short, the Pioneers recover. This should just be 2 kneel downs and done.
For MNU at the Valley 32-yard line.
All right, Missouri Valley defense on the field. Pioneers in victory formation. And on the first one, there's the kneel down by Atkins.
Atkins takes the knee, victory formation for MNU.
And so we just have to wait now. So after the next kneel down, this game's going to be over. 25 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to do it. So the Pioneers are able to walk away with a victory here, 49-42 against the Missouri Valley Vikings. Well played game, hard fought. Pioneers up by as many as 3 touchdowns a couple times, but couldn't hold on to the big lead. Allowed Missouri Valley back in each time. Pioneers led the way with 37 first downs, 30 first downs for the Vikings. Rush attempts, it was even, 37 for the Vikings, 36 for the Pioneers. The yards were not 206 yards on the ground for the Vikings and 162 for the Pioneers. Through the air, Pioneers had 32 receptions for 371 yards, only 19 receptions for 243 yards for the Vikings. Then we all know that the story of the first half was turnovers, much cleaner in the second half. That's probably why it was such a closer game. Offense, let's see. Bridges came in the second half. He had a good second half. He was 11 for 16 for 134 yards and 3 touchdowns. Then on the ground, Bryant led the way with 11 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Over for the Pioneers, Atkins, it was him the whole way, 31 for 44 for 363 yards, 6 touchdowns, and then that one pesky interception. Tanis had 10 receptions, 166 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Then on the ground, Cherry had 19 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. So the Pioneers' next game is next Saturday at 1 o'clock right here at the Olathe District Activity Center, and they are taking on Benedictine College. So until we see you next week, everyone have a great week, and we will see you next Saturday.